Hello, everybody. Welcome to Canva 101, where we will be transforming your business with Canva. We're going to be learning how to build landing pages today that converts your leads into results. My name is Sanami Goziem. I am a project manager and operational specialist, and I am transitioning into public speaking because I've been working in project management and operations for about a decade now. And I've worked with small businesses and nonprofits and small to medium-sized businesses mostly. So now I'm looking to go into the corporate realm and work with larger companies. I own a production company, but it's really a project management and operational strategy agency. But I umbrellaed it under my production company, ChiGoz Productions. When I first started, I wanted to do just productions. I wanted to do film, movie, medias. But then I quickly learned, moving to California, that it's not as easy as it make it look on TV. So I had to move into something more practical and fall back on my business degree. What brought me here today is to help you all learn about how to build a landing page using Canva. And I hope to learn about you all, and I'm hoping that you all can learn something from me today and from this presentation. So we are gonna be learning about how to build landing pages with Canva. Now, this is not a paid ad. Canva did not pay me to say this, but I will say this, I love Canva. I'm an avid user of Canva. I stand by Canva. Ever since it came out, I was like, this is it for me, because when I was going to school, when we had to do graphic designing and like graphics, building web pages, building flyers, everything, we had to use Adobe Suites, which is Photoshop, InDesign, and all of that software, which can be really complicated. But Canva came along and simplified the product, or simplified the process for the average person. Canva is what I like to call work smarter, not harder. So what exactly is Canva? Canva is an online design and visual communication platform with a mission to empower everyone in the world to design anything and publish anywhere. It's as simple as 3 steps: creating a Canva account, deciding on what visual you want to create, and begin customization with editing elements. Canva has all types of things, from creating business cards to flyers to landing pages, websites, templates, anything you could possibly think of, Canva has it. So with that being said, this is the part where you're gonna need your laptop, and this is the part where I encourage engagement because I got ADHD, so sometimes I gotta break away from listening. Let's create a Canva account. Okay, so y'all go ahead and open up your laptops and go to www.canva.com, or you can just go to canva.com. When you get to Canva, it should take you to their landing page that says design anything with ease in Canva. If it does not take you to this landing page, it should take you to their main screen, but it should have an option to create an account. It's as simple as start designing now, and then it'll say create an account. You can connect it to your email. If you got a junk email and you want to practice, you can use your junk email. You don't have to use your everyday email. Luckily, Canva doesn't send you a lot of notifications, which I love because I hate that. Hate getting notifications. What is the difference between a website homepage and a landing page? Whenever you see a homepage, just know that first things first, a homepage is the first page of a website versus a landing page is one page on its own. So just reading through this, the purpose of a homepage, or quote unquote website, is to allow visitors to complete a variety of goals, whether that's to subscribe, join the mailing list, purchase an item, scroll through items, read about us, contact the team, apply for jobs. A website has various tabs, various links that would get your audience to do various things, versus a landing page is intended to accomplish one specific goal. A landing page tended to accomplish a conversion. And a conversion is when you want your audience to do one thing on your website. Let's going back to a homepage or a website. Website has multiple navigation options. So, on the website, like the way my presentation is set up, I set it up like a website where at the top I have intro, Canva, landing page, conversions. On a website, that would look like home, about, contact us, shop now, depending on the service or depending on the product. Versus a landing page that has no navigation. A landing page is intended to, once again, make sure that your audience does one specific thing. So having too many navigations can cause them to be, for lack of a better term, scatterbrained. They won't know what exactly to do when they get on your page. A home page, when it comes to call to action, a call to action is something that you're calling your audience to do. So a homepage with call to actions, once again, it has various call to actions. Subscribe now, join here, shop now, check out our items, different things according to the different tabs. While a landing page has a single call to action or no more than 3, depending on the scrolling. The content on the homepage or a website is more informational, it's very loaded, it's for people to get as much as they can about your organization, while the content on a landing page is very focused. It's getting your audience to pay attention to one specific thing. Landing pages, the intention is to expand potential leads, it's to generate valuable data and actionable insights, it's to provide a better user experience, which we'll talk more about in the presentation, and it's to also generate higher conversion rates versus a homepage where it's for once again, the audience to complete a variety of tasks, which can be overwhelming if you're someone like me that has a very short attention span. We're gonna take a look at a couple of landing page examples. Before I actually go into teaching you details about a landing page, I want us to take a look at some of these landing pages, and I want you all to kind of tell me what you observe about them. Tell me what you notice about them, tell me the things that kind of stand out, and then we'll go and discuss more about landing pages and see if what you all have observed matches up to what the quality of a landing page should be. So the first one is, I already opened up the tab, the first one is Slack. Now, when we get to Slack, Slack is actually, I'm not gonna tell you what it is. What do you think it is? You tell me.
Slack is a page where you can create like group chats, or you can network with people without having to send like multiple messages. It kind of like keeps everybody connected.
Okay, that is actually a really good summary for Slack. It's another chat platform. So what do you notice about their landing page?
They got a lot of options.
They got a lot of options as far as
Which plan to go with?
Okay, that's good. So we got the first introduction. Is there anything that you notice about the first thing that you see on their page?
It's real busy.
It's busy? What do you think is busy about it?
I think with the screenshot over there with the different selections, and then this over here giving what you can save.
Mm-hmm. So like the sign in, talk to sales, buy now. So it's like I don't know what to do first, right? Okay, I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, they have everyone down there.
Okay. Yep. They have all their promoters down here.
All their promoters,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they probably not like a startup or perhaps like working for themselves. They got a lot of support.
To back them up. Okay. Okay.
Just from that first shot,
That's your first shot?
yeah, you gotta get everything in like a snapshot, which is quit. So I see like 2 call to actions. So either talk to sales and another sales call. There's 2 buttons to press, and then just that bottom portion to me links to like the legitimacy.
Very good. Yes.
So some of these I recognize. I don't even use all of those, but I know them.
Yes.
I'm familiar with them.
Yes, that is very good observation. So, okay, moving further down, Chocolate mentioned that there was options within the free, or was that you, Pink, that mentioned that there was options with the free and then the pro. And then we also see the details on pricing, and then we keep scrolling down, then we see more facts. You know, they say this is one of the best landing pages, and it's not the worst, it's just very loaded. I agree that with you. If I get on this landing page, I'm not really sure where to go first. Should I talk to sales, or should I get it for 50% off? Like buy now, save 50%, you know? So that's one example. Let's take a look at another example. Lyft. Is there anything about Lyft that is a little different from Slack, that's a little better than Slack?
It's more focused.
Mm-hmm.
It's more focused.
Yep.
It's more focused and might convert.
Yep.
It's likable.
The headers, you're able to read them, so it's like reminiscent of a website. Or,
Mm-hmm. Like the top right, having the different tabs. Yep. So, but what do you think this landing page is intended to? Who is the audience that this landing page is intended for?
People that make money.
Okay, drivers, people that make money, older people.
People that need a ride.
people that need a ride. Funny enough, this is actually their driver landing page. So if you want to become a driver for Lyft, this is where you would go because you got to make everyday payday. I guess that's their tax. Okay. And then as you scroll down further, apply to drive, agree to the terms, cash out right away. It shows you that you can cash out in just an hour or you can cash out in a week or whatever you want. And then it shows you how the app would look like as a driver. So this landing page was actually tailored to the driver. Then you have some testimonials of somebody who was a driver. But I'm kind of on the same, like, once again, it is a little confusing because they had a lot of navigations at the top. I mean, the marketing was pretty direct because someone said people didn't need to ride, people didn't need to make money, old people. Clearly they are they're looking for the elder generation. They're like, hey, you don't got to sit at home all day. You can come and drive with us, I guess. They're smiling, they're happy. Yeah. Okay, that's another landing page. One more that we're gonna do, just ignore this because you know I'll be looking for my savings. Honey. Okay, so the next landing page, this is Squarespace. So who could tell me what this landing page is and what they do? Yep.
Credit card merchant.
Credit card merchant?
Yeah, credit card merchant.
No.
Credit card merchant?
Yeah, Squarespace, no?
To book appointments, okay.
Squarespace and,
Fun, yes, you're both right. Squarespace does have the option to do that, but you know, Squarespace, when it was created, it was originally created for the purpose of creating websites. And then they then began to integrate other things into it, like getting payments, booking appointments, et cetera, et cetera. So what are you guys' feedback on this landing page? This is the end of it. This is the beginning of it.
Yeah, very straightforward.
It's simple.
Yeah, very straightforward.
It does the scrolling for you, so it's slow, but just easy, 1, 2, 3, you know.
Yep.
I think they were intentional with the colors.
So it grabs your attention. Okay, now that we have done some great assessment on landing pages, let's get back into the presentation. So now that we've reviewed some of these landing pages, all of you were very valid in your feedback. Some of them were too busy, some of them were really direct, some of them had great marketing, you can tell what they wanted, and some of them, they had credibility. These are all qualities that make good landing pages. None of them are wrong in the way that they did landing pages. Everyone does it differently, but for the sake of, or for the type of company it is, and for what their intention is, they built their landing pages in association to their websites, at least with Slack and with Lyft. And with Squarespace, they just made it really simple. I think that's my favorite, hands down. So let's get into conversions. I know this slide is very wordy, but y'all, I tried my best to reduce the words. I couldn't do it. This is as good as it got. But let's get into it. So what are conversions and why do they matter? And why are they relevant to landing pages? So conversions are an action that happens when a user completes a desired action on your website. For example, like when they make a purchase or when they fill out a lead generation contact form. Every business's website and landing page is built to generate conversions. Every time someone visits your website or your landing page, you want them to do something at the end of the day because that's how you get a conversion rate. So there are two types of website conversions. There's a micro conversion, which happens when a step towards your end goal is achieved, like subscribing to a newsletter or downloading an ebook or watching a product video. These are events that occur before macro conversions, and oftentimes micro conversions happen on websites, not landing pages, but they're still important to note because macro conversions are what happen when your end goal is achieved, such as someone made a purchase, or you have a new paid subscriber, or someone completed a contact form. It's important to know that micro conversions are the steps that are taken before you get to a macro conversion. Someone comes on your landing page, they're not gonna have to deal with too many micro conversions because your macro conversion is right there. You want them to sign up, join now, get a quote, contact us. What you want them to do should be the main thing. Your macro conversion should be the main point on your landing page. The bottom line about conversions, why they're important, is because that's how they measure how successful your website, your landing page, or your digital marketing efforts are converting visitors into real-time clients. These things matter because we're in a digital age. People come on websites, they scroll through the website, but then nothing happens. You don't have a conversion. But if someone comes on your website, not landing page, if someone comes on your website, they click the About page, that is a micro conversion. Then they go to the About page and then they click Contact Us. That's a macro conversion because they were able to do one step that led to another. While on a landing page, once again, we're not going to have any micro conversions because your macro conversion is the main point. They get on your landing page, they read your information, they say, get a quote now. Or they say, learn more about our product, or download the brochure. Or they say, find the nearest crystal store near us. Or they say,
Buy the ebook, get you some hair.
okay, give me a quote. I didn't get your name.
Oh, Lachey.
Lachey, what was your business?
I'm a Medicare agent, insurance.
Okay.
Lachey speaks Medicare.
Okay, so get a quote about Medicare. Get a quote on insurance. Get a quote on social media management.
Subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Subscribe to my YouTube channel, okay? That's exactly what macro conversions will do on your landing page. Okay, so what makes a great landing page and how does that apply to conversion rates? So as we viewed some of those other landing pages, the things that make a great landing page is prioritizing user experience, UX. UX is an umbrella term referred to the level of satisfaction and the ease of use that visitors experience when interacting with your site. So having a strong user experience is critical to your landing page. And you want to note things like making sure that your text is clearly readable. If you all noticed from some of the landing pages that we've visited, the text was big. They had big, bold text that called you into action, that got the attention of the viewers. They had other text and content that described what they wanted the audience to do. Another user experience thing to have or keep in mind is to reduce the number of clicks required to make a certain action. For example, please remind me of your name again, Landscaping, Mr. Landscaping?
Marcelo.
Marcelo. Mr. Marcelo, like you mentioned, when we viewed the landing page for Slack, it had too many buttons. That right there, nah. So we want to make sure that we reduce the number of clicks so people don't get confused whether they should call us or save 50% or sign in. We want to drive them to one certain action. We also want to make sure with our user experience that the website navigation is straightforward and intuitive. We don't want to have too many tabs or too many bars so that we don't lose the focus and attention of our viewers on our website. We want to drive them to conversion. Conversion being, this is your part.
Buy money.
Good. Yes, exactly. Okay, and then lastly, for prioritizing user experience, we want to make sure that our design and format of our site guides people naturally towards the next step rather than interfering with their browsing. Once again, we don't want them to click up and down and left and right. We just want them to scroll. The more they scroll, if they scroll and they see the same thing over and over, in a person's mind, that is almost a way of programming, and it kind of forces them to make an action. It's either they're going to make an action or they're going to get off your website. It's only two options.
Yeah,
Yes, Mr. Marcelo.
It's something many years ago that within 10 seconds, someone is either going to be intrigued by your site and continue or jump off because it's too much.
Yeah, guess what I read today? Within 3 seconds, 27% of people are already off your site if your site does not load in 3 seconds or if they cannot capture the information in 3 seconds. That is how quick our attention has gotten. I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't think it's a good thing because it kind of shows that our literacy is going downhill, but that's just the age that we live in. We live in a microwave world where we want information quick, fast, at our fingertips, and to the point. So that is why landing pages, I would say, are very important, especially as small businesses versus a website. When you are a bigger business, it makes sense to have a website, but when you're starting off as a small business, you want people to get to the point. You want people to understand what you're doing. You want to grab their attention, and you want to reel them in with whatever information you have as quick as possible versus dragging them through the about you and about the company, because 9 times out of 10, they're not going to read all of that. So to summarize the user experience, four key points: relevant content, fast loading times, good navigation, and mobile optimization, making sure that you can see it on a laptop as well as an iPhone. Some more tips to think about when you're building your landing page. So today we are actually going to practice building landing pages. That's why I had you all sign up for Canva. Think about your business and what matters to you in your business. Think about what you want to achieve with your landing page. Subscribe now, purchase now, sign up for my newsletter, learn more, check out our shop. What is it that you want your consumers and your customers to do when they get on your landing page? Think about what you want your audience to do, aside from what you want to achieve, being getting more subscriptions, getting more sales, vice versa. It goes both ways, but one is on your end and one is on the customer end. And then build your landing page according to these things. Some more tips when it comes to actually building the page is, of course, a stunning and captivating header. You want your header to be big, bold, and to the point. The secret to getting ahead. I walk in, I see it, I can't miss it. That's what you want your landing page to be. You want to write specific copy. The information and the text and the detail that you put on your landing page, you want it to be relevant to what the action that you want to achieve and what your company and business is there to do for the consumer. You want to display relevant offer or services. Don't be like Slack and have too many options. You want to summarize it. Or if you do have a lot of options, for example, someone with crystals, you might have different types of crystals. Have images, because graphics connect better with people than too much language and too much word. Choose image and infographics. Once again, images resonate better with people than too many languages and too much words. Use a call to action. Your call to action is the most important piece in your landing page. Subscribe now, buy now, follow us, do this, do that, sign our newsletter, yada, yada. Call to action. That should be very evident, very clear, and in multiple places on your landing page, or as they're scrolling in multiple places. You want to focus on a responsive design, meaning that you want a design that the audience can engage with, respond to. It's either a stagnant one-pager or it's a scroller where they can scroll up and down, but not something where they have to click through too many tabs and lose track of the page that will drive the conversion. Add testimonials. If you're someone that is a new business and you don't necessarily have testimonials quite yet, you can put things such as facts. What are some facts that could support your businesses? Like with your tax agency, Mr. Claiborne, for example, with your tax agency, if you're someone who doesn't have testimonials, you can say something like, I'm just making up a random fact, like 35% of people don't get their taxes done because they don't have services. Something like that is an attraction piece. Optimize for search engine optimization. Search engine optimization is a key tool in helping your business and your website show up in places like Google, Yelp, Yahoo. When you're creating your website and your landing page, you want to put language in there that is consistent, that is hashtagable, as I like to call it. And this often happens in the back end. But in the front end, when you're typing language on your landing page, you want it to be consistent and you want it to be easy to find. You don't want to use too much jargon. You don't want to use language that's hard for people to understand. For example, with landscaping. Landscaping in San Diego. Best landscaping in San Diego. Make sure words like that are consistent in your landing page as well as your back end. For example, invention or, what is it again? Toilet paper dispenser. For hospitality and toilet paper dispenser. Figure out a way to get language like that into your landing page so when people Google toilet paper dispenser or hospitality, your website, your landing page is one of the first things that come up. That's all that search engine optimization is. It's pretty much just using simple language so people can find you easier. Mobile hairstylist in San Diego. Put it in the landing page. On-call hairstylist in San Diego. Put it in the landing page. Let it be easy for people to find you in the actual page, but also on the back end. Remove navigation. Just don't have no navigation. Don't have no tabs up like that. You're gonna confuse people, ADHD, they're not gonna stick around too long. Granted, you could have it. I'm not saying you can't, but my thing is when you are starting up as a small business, it is much harder to get people to engage when you have so many navigations. So it's best to not have it in a landing page. And avoid irrelevant ads. Just don't put ads on your landing page. It's just not it's pointless. It's pointless pretty much because you want people to come and pay attention to your business. You don't want people to get on your business and see bounty tissue. No, you don't want people to get on your business and see skyscraper landscaping. No, you want it to be focused on you. So Canva, once again, is my favorite. I stand by it. At this point, I feel like I should be a paid ad representative for Canva. But there are, for the sake of democracy, there are other landing page hosts such as Wix, HubSpot, Squarespace, Lead Pages, Unbounce, and Instapage. But because I am a Canva Pro, we are going to be working with Canva. We're going to be building with Canva, and you all are going to get to see the fun design and variety that Canva has to offer you. With that being said, we are going to build.
Let's go.
Let's go. All right, I know this is the moment you've been waiting for. Okay, either do this creatively or you can use any of the 1,000 templates they have. So let's type in landing page. Now, when you type in landing page, you should see a plethora of options. You can actually find a landing page like that are common for your industry. Anyone you see like this with the little crown and pro, that is for a Canva Pro subscription. Instead, we can filter and look for free. Okay, so everyone, look through the templates. I'm just kind of walking you all through it. Find a template you like. I'm gonna find one that I like. I think the hardest part is finding a template that you like. You could create it from scratch, but I always look for a template because it gives me somewhere to start. The tip that I use when it comes to picking a page, choose something that is along the lines of your brand color or your brand logo. Look for fonts or designs that kind of sync with what your brand is. So if you're more of a playful brand, look for something more playful with light colors. If you're a more serious, conservative brand and sophisticated brand, look for something that's neutral, brown, whites, blacks. Once you've eventually decided, okay, I'm good with this, I want to take a look at it, we'll go to share, and then you're going to turn it to a website. You're going to convert it to a website. So when it says Canva will ask you publish to the web, resize on mobile, always say yes, so it's easy for people to navigate on their mobile phone. It's going to say with navigation, without navigation. I don't want navigation because I want it to be a landing page. It's going to say free domain, which it'll be like, which I'm going to do. Or you could purchase a new domain, you could buy one, or you could use a domain that you already own. I'm going to say free domain. You could put the description here if you want to. So then my URL will end up being canva101workshop.mycanva.site, just long. But if you were to buy your own, it'll be as simple as www.transformyourbusiness.com. But because I'm using Canva, of course, Canva's gonna put their name in it so the world knows they're giving me the website. It's gonna load, it's gonna prepare, it's gonna be like, do the one thing every day that scares you by Eleanor Roosevelt. Give you a random quote while it's passing time. All right, so now it's giving me a live website. I'm gonna go view my website. So I just turned my PowerPoint, which you all would have created, into a landing page where I just scroll. And let's see if some of my links work. So I added some links in there. I added the Slack in there. Oh, look at that, it's working. Clickable little link that's inside. Yep, so you know how you attach the link into the presentation? When you go live, as soon as you click on the link, it'll go right to where you attached it to. So you know how you just attach the contact form? As soon as they click contact us, it's gonna take you to that page. So now it's live, right? The purpose of today was mostly to get you all to just have an experience with Canva, get some practice with it, get comfortable navigating it, understanding how to figure out where to find a landing page and where to find a document, how to use the editing features. Once again, it's still a lot of stuff to learn in such a short amount of time, but today's just a start. If you are interested in learning more or if you want to do any one-on-one sessions, I offer 3 consulting sessions for new clients free of charge because I'm a firm believer of supporting small businesses. And I understand the small business struggle, especially when it comes to starting up your businesses and just like having the things that you need to just get on the ground running. So if any of you need any extra help or if you want to do any like micro classes, feel free to contact me. All you gotta do is scan my QR code. This will take you to my link tree where you'll have all my contact information, my resume, my LinkedIn, my YouTube. And please, please, please scan this QR code at the bottom to do a survey. I need to know how well I did today. I need to know what I can do to improve. Your feedback is very important to me because that's how I know how to do a better job when presenting and offering workshops. Once again, if you all are interested in booking one-on-one sessions and you need some hands-on support, or if you want me to help you build your landing page, feel free to scan my QR code with my contact, fill out my contact form, and we'll get to talking. We'll figure out where to go from there.